Bad habits can feel like invisible chains that hold us back from achieving our full potential. Whether it's procrastination, unhealthy eating, or negative thinking, these habits become ingrained in our daily routines, often without us even realizing it. They silently hinder our progress, and before we know it, they've developed into roadblocks on the path to our goals. However, the good news is that bad habits can be broken, and with the right strategies, you can replace them with positive, productive behaviors that support your growth and success. Here's how you can start identifying and replacing the habits that are holding you back. Step 1. Recognize the bad habit. The first step toward breaking a bad habit is acknowledging that it exists. This might sound simple, but it can often be difficult because bad habits tend to blend into the fabric of our everyday lives. They are the things we do automatically without much thought. To bring awareness to these habits, start by observing your behaviors, particularly the ones that might be holding you back from achieving your goals. What are the actions or patterns that consistently lead you to feel frustrated or stuck? Once you recognize the habit, you can begin to take control of it. Step 2. Understand the trigger. Every habit, good or bad, is driven by a cue or trigger. This is something that initiates the habitual behavior. For instance, if your bad habit is checking social media when you should be working, the trigger might be boredom or a lack of focus. Understanding what triggers your bad habits is crucial because it allows you to intervene and break the cycle. Take note of when and where the habit occurs and what feelings or thoughts precede it. Once you have a clear idea of the trigger, you can start to disrupt the automatic response. Step 3. Replace the bad habit with a good one. One of the most effective ways to break a bad habit is to replace it with a positive one. Simply trying to eliminate a habit without filling the void it leaves often results in failure. If you've identified that you check social media when you're bored, try replacing that behavior with something more productive, like reading or taking a short walk. This strategy, often called habit replacement, works by creating a new, healthier routine to respond to the same trigger. For example, if your habit is snacking on unhealthy foods when stressed, replace it with a habit of drinking water or eating a healthy snack. If you tend to procrastinate on important tasks, try replacing that time with a quick, easy to start task related to the same project. The goal is to create a new routine that provides the same reward or satisfaction as the old one, but in a way that benefits you rather than harms you. Step 4. Set clear, achievable goals. Breaking bad habits requires intention, and one of the best ways to stay intentional is to set clear, achievable goals. When you focus on what you want to achieve, it becomes easier to align your actions with those goals. Set specific goals that address the habits you want to change and break them down into manageable steps. For instance, if your goal is to stop procrastinating, set a goal to work for 15 minutes uninterrupted on a task before taking a short break. Over time, as you become more comfortable with this approach, you can gradually increase the work time and reduce the reliance on breaks. Step 5. Use positive reinforcement. Humans are creatures of habit, and we're driven by rewards. This is why bad habits are so hard to break. They often provide some form of immediate gratification. To successfully replace a bad habit, you need to find a way to reward yourself for the new positive habit you're trying to develop. The reward doesn't have to be big, but it should be meaningful enough to motivate you to stick with the new behavior. For example, if your goal is to break the habit of staying up too late and instead establish a regular sleep routine, reward yourself with something relaxing before bed, such as reading a book or enjoying a warm cup of tea. These small rewards will reinforce the new habits and make it more likely to stick. Step 6. Hold yourself accountable. Accountability is a powerful tool when trying to break bad habits, whether it's through self-reflection, tracking your progress, or enlisting the support of a friend or mentor. Holding yourself accountable can significantly improve your chances of success. Consider keeping a habit journal where you record your progress, setbacks, and reflections on the changes you're making. Seeing your progress on paper can be incredibly motivating and help you stay focused. You can also share your goals with a trusted friend or family member and ask them to check in with you regularly. Knowing that someone else is aware of your efforts can provide the extra motivation needed to stay committed. Step 7. Be patient and kind to yourself. Breaking bad habits is not easy and it won't happen overnight. There will be setbacks and that's okay. What matters most is your persistence and willingness to keep moving forward, even when things get tough. Practice self-compassion and avoid being overly critical of yourself if you slip up. Remember, breaking a habit is a process, and progress is often slow but steady. Focus on celebrating the small victories along the way, rather than getting discouraged by occasional failures. Each step you take toward replacing a bad habit with a good one is a step in the right direction. Over time, with patience and dedication, the new habits will become part of your daily routine, and the old ones will fade away. Step 8. Visualize your success. One of the most powerful tools for breaking bad habits is visualization. Take a few moments each day to close your eyes and visualize yourself successfully breaking the habit and replacing it with a positive one. Imagine how you'll feel once you've made the change, and picture the positive impact it will have on your life. Visualization helps reinforce your commitment to the process and keeps you focused on the end goal. Step 9. Learn from setbacks. Setbacks are a normal part of the habit-breaking process. Instead of seeing them as failures, view them as learning opportunities. When you experience a setback, take a moment to reflect on what triggered the slip-up and how you can avoid it in the future. Each setback teaches you something valuable about your habits, your triggers, and your resilience. Conclusion. Take charge of your habits and your future. Breaking bad habits and replacing them with positive, productive behaviors is one of the most empowering things you can do for yourself. It requires awareness, effort, and patience, but the rewards are well worth it. By recognizing your habits, understanding your triggers, and taking intentional steps toward change, you can free yourself from the behaviors that hold you back and create a path toward growth and success. Remember, every step you take toward breaking a bad habit brings you closer to the person you want to become. Be patient with yourself, stay committed to the process, and trust that with time and effort, you can overcome any habit that hinders your progress. If this message resonates with you, follow my page for more motivational content and share it with others who might benefit. Together, we can build better habits and achieve our goals.